For this video, we're going to look at some examples where we're given the equation and we want to describe the transformation that happened from the parent function. So looking at this first one, I like to first start with what my a is and see whether it's positive or negative. Here I just have a negative sign, and so I know that's really just a -1. And so since this is negative, that means that it opens down. Next, I'm going to look at to see what my a value is, to see whether it's stretched, compressed, or if it's just normal. Well, here, since a is just equal to 1, this will just be normal, so I don't have to write anything for that. And then I need to see whether it's going right or left, or up or down. And so for that, I need to figure out what my vertex is. And so I know if my vertex is really my HK. For my h, I'm going to take the opposite sign of what's here. Since this is a -3, that's really going to be +3. My k will stay the same. So my vertex is 3, 2. Well, I know that my x value tells me whether it goes right or left. Since this is a +3, that means it's going to go right 3. And then my 2, my y is going to tell me whether it goes up or down. Since this is a +2, this will go up 2. Okay, let's try another one. So looking at this next one, I'm going to look at my a value first, and I see its a is equal to 4. Since my a is positive this time, that means it's going to open up. And now a equals 4, and so going back to the previous page, since a is 4, which is greater than 1, that means it's going to be stretched. So I can say this is stretched by 4. And then for the last two parts, I need to look at my vertex again. So here, it's my h, my k, so my vertex here is, since this is a +1, this is really -1, -6. This -1, that tells me it's going to go to the left. -6 tells me it's going to go down. So this is going to be shift left 1. And then down 6. Okay, looking at this next one, I see that I have a negative here. My a is negative, so that means it's going to go down, or opens down. And my a is 1/2 this time. And so since this is a fraction between 0 and 1, this is going to be compressed. Now I need to look at my vertex. Here again, my k value is missing, but remember, I can always just add a +0. So that means that my vertex here is -7. So again, we always take the opposite sign here, 0. So at -7, that's going to tell me it shifts left 7. And the 0 tells me I don't go up or down. And so when that happens, I don't need to write that down because there actually isn't any transformation happening there. Okay, and then for this last one, this one looks a little bit different. I have x squared here. It doesn't have that x plus or x minus anything. So I can go ahead and actually just rewrite this as x plus 0 squared minus 5. So kind of similar when we're missing the k, where we just add a 0. When you miss the h, you can add a 0 there as well. And so here, my a value is just equal to 1 again, and so that means it's just normal. And since this is positive, it's going to open up. My vertex here is, my h is just 0, and then -5. So that 0 tells me it doesn't move to the right or to the left, so I don't need to write that. But the -5 tells me that it shifts down 5.